Hey everyone, welcome back to another day of Vlogmas. I think by the time this video goes up, we will be more than halfway through Vlogmas, and I honestly cannot believe it. So let's get right to it. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about Plum Paper daily planners. Yes, I have two of them, and yes, that is on purpose. So for 2021, or actually it's already available, Plum Paper has introduced a brand new color scheme. Why do I have two? Because they only introduced them in the larger sizes of their daily planners. That is probably my biggest issue with Plum Paper, but we're not here to talk about that. I wanted to show you the options that are available to you as far as daily planners from Plum Paper. Now, I am no stranger to their daily planner. I've been using the A5 for the better part of the second half of 2020, and I have loved this thing. When I saw that they had a new color scheme available, I got so excited. And unfortunately, they do not offer the new color scheme in the A5 size. Now, this is pretty normal for this brand. They offer neutral color scheme, but not in the A5 for some reason. It's a little bit frustrating, but the planner itself makes up for it, and it's why I keep going back and why I keep recommending this planner to you guys. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and we're gonna take a look at both of these planners, and hopefully they will help you make a decision. I did do some customizations, which I have never done on the pages of these planners, so I'm kind of excited to see how it looks, and maybe I will let you know which one of these planners I'm actually going to choose.
All right, so here we are. So like I said in my intro, these are two of the daily options offered by Plum Paper. I grabbed a 7x9 size that you see over here and the 5x7 size that you see over here on the right. The 7x9 starting price is $32 and the 5x7 size starting price is $29. So not a huge price difference there. Now what they did this year was they included a new color scheme. So I got the 5x7 obviously in this color scheme because this is the only one that is offered in the 5x7. Now what they did introduce was this beautiful new modern color scheme, and I am in love with it, probably because the month of May is not peach. I'm a little bit biased. However, these are both great planners. So I'm going to tell you right out the gate, this is going to come down to size, and maybe color scheme might be a close second place for your deciding factors in which one you would choose. So let's go ahead and start with the 5x7. Now, Plum Paper planners are known for coming with this plastic extra cover thing on here. I have plenty of reviews on my channel if you want to check them out. You can also get your covers completely customizable down to color, font, where you want your personalization placed on the cover. You can even request, as I have done, to have your cover come repositionable. If you don't put that in the notes, it will come permanent on your planner. Let me just snap this back on here. So it will come permanent on your planner, but if you decide that you want to change your cover later on, you can easily take a pair of scissors and just snip the cover and it'll pop right back on, and you can keep changing out your covers as you wish. So in the front here, I just have daily planner personalized for you by you with Plum Paper's branding on there. Then you've got your year at a glance. So this obviously has 2021. I went ahead and got 6 months. You can get 12 months on a coil, but your coil is going to be gigantic. It's going to be huge, so just something to think about. You do have a special date section that has the entire calendar year for you. And then you have kind of the same page, but it's left blank for you so that you can do whatever you want with this page. This page is not customizable on the website. Then you have January, and you get this dashboard page. I know a lot of people are not a fan of this dashboard page simply because of the material. Like, they made that page the material of the divider. As a divider, yes, it is great. As a page to write on, not so much. I'm not a fan of it. Then you get this lined page, and you have your month at a glance, month on 2 pages with a Sunday start. So very basic, to the point. Not a lot has changed about this layout. In fact, I don't think anything has changed about this layout. So you do have this area right here. This 5x7 size I did not personalize at all as far as what's on the paper. But I have shared before how I use the Plum paper daily myself, and I left it blank on purpose this past year just because it was my first year using it and I didn't know exactly how I wanted it to be set up. But for this one, I decided to still leave it blank just because I was kind of in my feelings about the whole color scheme issue, and I still am, in case you can't tell. So each month has its own color, but really it's almost like by quarter. So the first quarter is like all these purples, and then the second is all these peachy colors, but it's like a long time to be stuck in a color scheme, which is why I was so excited about the new modern color scheme. So just to walk you through the page, you get like your area where you can kind of put your top 3. You have an area where you can put time if you want to, a list section, a shaded box area, another area down here that's not necessarily for time or lists, but you can do whatever you want, and then a lined area that goes all the way across the page. And then that is pretty much how every month goes. You do get another page at the back of each month, which is, I think it just depends on how the pages lay, if you get 1 notes page or 2 notes pages. So for January, because the Sunday's on this page, you have 1 on this page and 1 on that page. February, I think you only get 1. Yep, you only get 1 because the last day of the month ends on this side of the book. So you have 1 page there. Still kind of throws me off because I'm used to how some other planners would actually label this as March, because it's on the same, you know, when you open up the book, March is here, and then you would have a March notes page here. But I can understand why they did it, but also not, because then you have another March page here. Now, with that being said, you can also add some additional notes pages, but there are definitely plenty of notes pages dispersed throughout this planner. You might not need to add any. I like to add some for personal reasons. If you ever order Plum paper with nothing but the 6 months, your coil is going to be very small. That might be appealing to some. I prefer a little bit of a bigger coil, so I always add some additional notes pages on the back. Based on the number of notes pages you have, that determines the size of your coil that Plum paper will put your planner on. So then, as you can see, as we start into like April, you have all of these months that are this like peach, more peach, a deeper shade of peach that is not orange. Trust me, it is a dark peach. And that's just how it goes. I added notes section, so I tend to add a dot grid and a graph section to all of my planners from Plum paper, just because that's how I personally like it. I like having this amount of notes pages. Sometimes having a little bit extra makes me feel less guilty about ripping a page out if I need to, because I have so many. It's not that they're not enough to spare for me to do that. So I think I added 10 or 20 graph or dot grid pages and 10 or 20 graph pages, which I thought was really cool to do either some habit tracking, some things like that throughout the year in the planner. When you get to the back, you do get a contact section and then a password section if that's what you want to use in the planner. Personally, I would not use either of these sections in here, so I would probably just glue them all together. I do like that it comes with a 2022 year at a glance though, and every one of their planners comes with this double pocketed folder. I went ahead and added a vinyl pouch to mine. I love theirs. The quality is like no other that I have seen in a coil bound planner, and it's just great. A great place to store coupons, cards, all kinds of things like that. Sticker sheets in here. It is nice and thick. It is not going anywhere. And so then you just have the back of the cover and the other plastic piece to keep your cover nice and protected. Also, when you order from Plum paper, I think I accidentally threw mine out, you get a little card that tells you about the material of these covers. These Plum paper covers are tear-proof, waterproof. I mean, they are very, very rugged. So while they may seem like a thin cover, they are in fact very, very durable. They're not like cardstock. It's definitely much better, high quality. All right, so that is the 5x7. Now let's take a look at the 7x9. Again, with this book, I added both notes and graph paper so that I could get it on this thicker coil. For a daily, again, I always just get 6 months. This is a lot of pages, you guys, a lot of pages. So you don't want your book to be too heavy, especially if you are going to choose to go with this 7x9 size. So again, you get this nice plastic cover right here to go over your cover to keep it nice and protected. I'm pretty rough with my Plum paper planners, and I have not had any issues with my covers at all. I just got my initials on here. I did get my cover repositionable. I love this color. It's very like retro. I don't know. I think it's really, really fun. And I'm really, really drawn to the new modern color scheme just because it gives you something different every month. All right, so we're gonna open it up. You're gonna get the same exact thing as you would get in the 5x7 size, except obviously much bigger. So of course it has daily planner, personalized for you by you Plum paper, and you can write your name down here. You have your 2021 year at a glance. You get your special date section, but obviously you can see the difference in the color scheme. I really like it. You really can't go wrong with either one, but what I thought was funny is that they kept the shading the way that it would be kept had they used this color scheme in the 5x7, if that makes sense. So you have 3 months this shade, 3 months this like mint shade, 3 that are yellow, and then 3 that are peach. So I'm like, can we come to a compromise, please? I don't know, but I'm hoping that that's something that they might be thinking about. So then of course you get the next page blank for you to do as you wish. And then your planner starts. So January is like this beautiful navy color. At least it looks navy to me. Here is what the neutral Plum paper looks like. And I'm gonna open up to the January here. And you can see that there is a difference. Their neutral isn't exactly neutral to me. There is a lot of purple tones in their gray. It's still beautiful. There's too much purple in here for me. I couldn't deal with it. It was just my own personal issue. So here we are back to this one. So let's open it up. You get that same dashboard page, all the same materials, same paper. I've gone over before in previous reviews how this paper responds to different pens. So I'm not gonna do another pen test, but let me tell you, I know that people get scared and alarmed over the smoothness of the Plum paper, but it legit works with just about every pen you can imagine. Some might just take literally 1 to 2 seconds more drying time. That is really it. It's really great paper. So you have your lined page here, and then you go into your month on 2 pages. Sunday start again in that beautiful navy color scheme. And then here's what the layout looks like in the 7x9. Now I actually went and had my categories labeled the exact way that I was already using it this year. So mine says top 3, today, business, notes, and to-dos. And I left this one blank simply because there's so many ways that you can use this area of the planner that I didn't really want to give that one a specific label. So that is how all of those days look. Then you have February, which is this beautiful, almost like a dark aqua kind of. It's really, really nice. Let's take a look at how those pages look. Now, sometimes the shading can kind of bother people. It doesn't really bother me because I don't try to make things match too much in my daily. I feel like I'm not spending enough time on each page to really worry about it being perfect or beautifully decorated. If that's your thing and that works for you, then fantastic. But I honestly got really, really overwhelmed trying to decorate a daily every single day. And if I had a little bit more time, I probably would, because like a true planner that I am, I love my stickers and washi. But I love the color scheme of this book so much. So March is this beautiful mint color. And then April gets peach. Y'all, I really don't like peach. I'm so sorry. So I would only have to suffer through peach for 1 month, and I can handle it. I like that there's shading of it and not like all one solid color, so that is done very well. May is this like beautiful mustard color. It's just a beautiful shade of yellow, which by the way, I don't know if you guys heard, but the Pantone color of the year is a shade of yellow. I'm sure it's more specific than that, but I personally love yellow. Teal is my favorite color, but yellow is right up there with one of my favorites. So let's take a look at how these pages look. So the hints of color on the monthly page aren't on the boxes themselves, but more or less at the top of the page for the days of the week, the month, and the year. So here's how each page of the day looks. Again, the colors are very like pastel. They're not very bold and in your face. I don't feel like they're too intrusive. I feel like they're not going to get in the way of your actual plans. So I think that this could definitely work as far as the size goes. It's really up to you if you're going to be able to handle it or not. June almost reminds me of exactly what the color looks like in the neutral. Let's take a look. It just looks slightly lighter. Oh, for sure. Those are very, very close in color. So of course that's going to look kind of like a gray or a neutral color all month long. I don't mind it. I don't think I've ever ordered a neutral 7x9. I'm not entirely sure. I've ordered so much from them. But I really, really like this one. And again, it's the same as a 5x7, or this, I think I keep calling it 5x7, but it's an A5. It's the same as the A5, but just obviously a much bigger size and offered in the new color scheme. And again, I got some additional notes pages and some graph pages, and I believe when I ordered this planner, I forgot to order the back pocket, the back vinyl pocket back here, but I can easily take it off of one of my current planners and just go ahead and add it in there. And of course you get the pocket as well. I love that it's double-sided and the pockets are nice and deep in here, so you can fit quite a bit. And then there is the back cover. So I do have a decision to make, and I can honestly tell you that I'm just not entirely sure what I want to do. I absolutely love the portability of the A5 size. And I just wish that it came in the new color scheme. That is just so beautiful, and I love that it's a different color each month. You get like this nice fresh start. So I genuinely hope that that's something that they'll change. I don't know though, because right now they only seem to offer the A5 in this one color scheme, and as they've introduced other things, it seems to just not change for this size, so I'm not entirely sure what they will do. Maybe I can send an email. I doubt they'll listen to me though, but I just love their planner so much. I'm still really drawn to the 7x9 size, but this is going to be a tough choice. I can honestly say I'm not sure at this point. I am not sure. Maybe in a couple more weeks I'll have a little bit more clarity, but you really can't go wrong with either one. Like I said, it's going to come down to two things. First, it's going to be the size, and second, it's going to be what color scheme can you handle, or which is your preferred color scheme. All right, guys, so that is it for this review of the new Plum Paper Daily Planners. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I would love to hear what your thoughts are. What do you think I should pick? What would you pick? I would really love to know. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not already. Make sure you turn on that notification bell so that you know when my videos are posted. I am posting a video every day this month until Christmas for Vlogmas, and I hope that you guys will join me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video, which is tomorrow. Bye, everyone.